solving brick walls in our genealogy. This is a problem which I've had, since doing my mom's family tree. To me, the biggest brick wall that a genealogist could possibly have would be courthouse fires. These are very detrimental to your research. Case in point, in my family, my ancestor Thomas Woodward Macon moved from Fairfield County, South Carolina to Pickens County, Alabama around 1840. He shows up in the census there with his family, all of whom are unnamed, except for him, of course. We do know that he was there at least from 1840 to 1842 because his son, or one of the sons, my great-great-great-grandfather, Thomas Hill Macon, was born in Pickens County. We do not, however, know who Thomas Woodward Macon was married to. The 1840 census shows that there was a white female, anywhere from 15 to 19 years old, living with him. I've always assumed this to be his wife. Now, I've never been able to find any marriage records for Thomas Macon and whoever. And we do know that his second wife was definitely not the mother, because his second wife, Margaret Ann Moore, was born in 1832. My ancestor was born in 1842, so she would have been too young to be the mother. Pickens County, the Pickens County Courthouse would have been the place where the information that I'm looking for would have been kept. However, in I believe it was 1864, the Union Army came through Pickens, and they just decided to basically burn the courthouse down to the ground for no other reason really than to just say, hey, we're going to burn down your courthouse. So if they didn't suffer total record loss, they certainly suffered almost total record loss from there. So over time, money was set aside to build a new courthouse, and this one was burned down in 1876 or 1877, supposedly by an ex-slave convict who, as legend has it, sought refuge in the second story of the new courthouse, which is the third courthouse which is now still standing in Pickens. He was allegedly struck by a bolt of lightning, and his face was burned into the window. So what this means is that Pickens County, Alabama, has no records prior to about 1877. So this is very, very bad for genealogists in these type of situations. Fortunately for myself, in other areas or other counties, Mobile primarily, which is where I live, the records which they said they did not have at the Mobile County Courthouse just so happens were on file in Montgomery. So this was very good in trying to conduct my research. What I would like to know from anybody, if there's anybody out there who might see this video, if they might know of any kind of resource which might be helpful to me in trying to locate records from Pickens County prior to about 1877. This is a very monstrous problem in doing genealogy, because what happens over time, obviously, is that people who know the information, they pass away, and the information is not passed down to further generations. So what we have is is a brick wall, which it seems like I want to say most people probably can't crack it. It's just a matter of finding the right person with the right information. And because of this, one of the things I've learned in doing genealogy is that you don't always focus on the one ancestor that you're interested in. If you hit a brick wall with them, what you do is you go look for the people around them, because in doing so, the idea is to find out information about the person that you really want to research. Because these people were part of the family, you might be able to find information that you're looking for by looking at their lives. So, in my case, I was looking for Thomas Woodward Macon. I researched all of his kids. He had quite a few kids. His wife, Margaret, took the family from Mobile to Chicago in 1890, those of her kids that were still alive. Marion Macon and Carrie Sears Macon. They show up in the Chicago newspapers and directories from the 1890s. I did find an obituary for Carrie Macon finally from November 1894. So this it means a lot to me, because if you think about it, none of these people were looked at for 120 or 30 years. So then also the Cook County courts were helpful in providing death records, and I was able to go get photographs of the graves at Graceland Cemetery and all that. So, and a lot of this was due in part to not having the records that I needed from the Pickens County Courthouse because of the fire. So, but courthouse fires can sometimes be circumvented, because what happens is sometimes, especially during and after the Civil War, records were removed from the courthouse, from some courthouses, I should say, and they were hidden, and sometimes in the chaos of things, people forget where they hide things, and so years later, these records are sometimes found and archived. So, but again, if anybody has any information that might prove helpful to me, I would greatly appreciate it.